Good day everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Math with Ajanaku. Today we shall be discussing indices. Please tap on the subscription icon somewhere around your screen there. Enjoy the class. Indices, a topic in maths, deals with numbers of the structure a to the power x, where a is the base and x is the power. We call it index or exponents. Now, to perform operations successfully on numbers of this form, in index form, you have to understand the rules of doing so, which is the laws of indices. The laws of indices help us to solve numbers in index form best. Now, the first of the laws says if you have a raised to power x multiplying a raised to power y, you write it as a raised to power x plus y, meaning you have two numbers having the same base, different power or the same power, multiplying, bring one of the base out, add the powers together. The second is if you have division in between these two numbers, you bring one of the base out, you subtract the powers. The third says if you have a raised to power 0 is equal to 1, meaning any number raised to power 0, anything raised to power 0 is always 1. Fourth, a raised to power minus x equals to 1 over a raised to power x. The minus being part of the power there becomes 1 all over, then you join the base and the power together at the other side. The fifth, a raised to power x or raised to power y equals to a raised to power x times y equal to a raised to power xy, meaning you have numbers in an index number being raised to another power, or you have to bring out the number, then multiply the powers together. Then you have a raised to power x over y, meaning in this case you are having the power to be a fraction. In this case, the denominator of the fraction becomes the root, and the power, the x, which is the numerator, becomes the power. Now, given that a raised to power x equals to a raised to power y, meaning you evaluate, while solving a question, you evaluated and you got to a point where you have a base, two like bases with the same power or different power equal to one another. Since a raised to power x is equal to b raised to power y, then you equate the powers together. Now, also other rules are a raised to power x times b raised to power x. Here you are having different bases but the same power. Bring out the two bases, multiply them out, then give them one of the power, meaning a times b raised to power x equals to what? A b raised to power x. Now, in the case of division, same thing, a divided by b raised to power x equals to a over b raised to power x. To understand these rules better, you might want to copy this down and copy also these questions down. So you pause the video, copy the questions down, so when we solve the questions, we understand the rules better. Solving the first question we have there, 4 to the power half times 6 to the power 3 over 4, all divided by 4 to the power half. Now, to deal with this now, you have to first convert. Let 16 be in the same base with 4, with others of which we can see 16 can be written in the base of 4, of which this can be rewritten as 4 to the power 1 over 2 times 4 to the power 2, which is 16, all to the power 3 over 4 over 4 to the power 1 over 2. Now, if you check the fifth law there, where you have the power, two powers multiplying together, now you can multiply these powers together. So, by so doing, this becomes 4 to the power half minus half times 4 to the power 2 times 3 over 4, where this cancels this out to give me 2, all to the power 4 over 2. Now, this now can be rewritten further as 4 to the power minus 1 over 2 times 4 to the power 3 over 2, all over 4 to the power 1 over 2. Now, we can apply the first law, whereby we are having two powers two bases multiplying together, like bases multiplying together, whether of the same power or different power, you add the powers together. So this becomes 4 to the power minus 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2 all over 4 to the power 1 over 2. Now when you simplify the fraction there, so we have 4 to the power minus 1 plus 3 over 2 divided by 4 to the power 1 over 2. Now further solving that, this becomes 4 to the power 2 over 2, which is 1, divided by 4 to the power 1 over 2. Now this brings us to the second rule, where we have, when you have two numbers dividing, you subtract one of the power, you subtract the powers from one another, meaning you bring one of the base, then subtract half from 2, where this becomes 4 to the power 1 over 2. Now here, when you check out the sixth law, where we have fractions being the power, so what you do, the denominator becomes the root and the numerator becomes the power. So the square root of 4 is 2, then raised to the power 1, and that is equal to 2 altogether. Solving the second question now, we can put everything here we have there into the base of, like 25 and 125 can be in the base of 5. So why not let's put them into the base of 5? By so doing, this becomes 5 raised to power x times 5 raised to power 2 into bracket x minus 1, where 5 raised to power 2 is 25, all over 5 raised to the power 3 into bracket x plus 1. Where 5 raised to power 3 is 125. Now, by simplifying further, the top can be simplified. So you have 5 raised to power, using the first rule, this becomes 5 raised to power x plus into bracket, s into, plus 2 into bracket x minus 1, because we are having the same base, but different powers, and we are multiplying, so you add the powers together, all over 5 raised to power 3 into bracket x plus 1. Now, simplifying that further, the top further, we have 5 raised to the power x plus 2x minus 2, all over 5 raised to the power, simplifying this one to 3x plus 3. Now, from that, why we do that most simplified, to get out most simplified, we have x plus 2, that's 3x minus 2, that's 5 raised to power x, 3x minus 2, all over 5 raised to the power 3x plus 3. Now, solving further, this will lead us to the second rule, where we have the division. In this case, we subtract the power, since they are having the same base. We have 5 raised to the power 3x minus 2 minus, so you put this in bracket, 3x plus 3, because the minus multiply through the bracket, and this will give me 5 raised to the power 3x minus 2 minus 3x minus 3. By simplifying that further, we have 3x minus 3x, that's 0, minus 2 minus 3, that's minus 5. So this will be the final answer. Or you can go further to reduce it as 1 all over 5 raised to power 5. It's not necessary you simplify 5 raised to power. If it's not requested, it's not necessary you do that to simplify further. But if you still do want to do that, that is going to give me 1 over 3,125. So that will be that. So let's complete this video, the many questions, in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button and share our videos. Thanks for watching.